Hello there viewers, Sun Service here, back with more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as China, where we are, well, we're building up our fleet further still. We got 16 turns left on the second class of Dreadnoughts we are constructing. Got 3 cruisers in refit, and I'm going to quickly conduct the refit to these guys, and then once those refits are done, we're going to do a new armored cruiser class, or at least that's the plan. But as they always say, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Why are they saying badly placed in general? Will 11 fit? Well, because this one allows it to still work with 11, so yeah, you get gun swapped out for 11s then. New engines, new steering. Better armor. We still don't have reinforced 2, so that is going to be a thing put on board. Electro-hydraulic turrets. Yes, you do have the coincidence. Everyone here has the coincidence because that was a thing that was made a requirement on all my ships. No. But what we did do, less smoke interference, so, and we did lessen the weight and stuff, so. $14.14 and the better bulkheads. Okay. Let's get these ships refitted, and then we will continue on further from there. Okay, France have got the Dreadnought hull design. A bit late to catch up. A bit late than us, Britain and a few others, but they've got it. So, they now count in the Dreadnought race. supposedly although our current Dreadnoughts are a weird bunch, we've got one that the first one, it's an ABX design, which is sort of what later modern battleships would use. But then we've got one in a more traditionalist, no superimposed turrets. No. Oh, a lot of people are getting coincidence too now. I might want to pop a priority into getting that. As it's always great to get better accuracy to hit your enemies. Us and Britain. $11 turns there, 3 turns there. Yeah, it's the same if I do or don't have that active, so. Once those refits are done, we go to new heavy cruisers. Because Italy and Japan. Okay. Italy, I'm going to improve relations with Japan. I don't really care. It's Japan. They're not gonna. Well, we've already proven that we can easily go toe to toe with them. Look at Okinawa, the Okinawa Islands, for example. They're now under Chinese occupation and have been since the mid-1890s. Okay, so those refits are done, which now means I could do more refits. I got the ways that need to be refit, or I could build new stuff. The new stuff seems to be the more appealing offer right now. Yeah, if I'm being completely honest, the new stuff excites me more than having to refit them. Right. yeah, you got your refit there, so I will refit the ways and also do the new ships, because we do need to knock down a whole bunch of refits off the list. I'm also going to give these guys their better tower structure. These are the first ones to get the new Coincidence 2 range finding gear. Also twin 6-inch turrets get introduced. Multiple steam expansion, control steering, standard crew quarters. Less weight, which means more room for other stuff. Or is it less weight? 93. 2 of these, it's actually lighter doing it that way. Bulkhead reinforcements is already the best. Yeah. All is good. The weight class has been upgraded, and it might be in time for the next. I think they'll be out in time for the next conflict with the Japanese, because that seems like it's going to be a thing to happen soon. Just something tells me. Meanwhile, we got 2. Okay, only 1 new cruiser to build. It's about to say 2, but then I saw what that hull is, and I'm like, no, I'm not wanting to. I don't want to build on that hull, so I am not going to build on that hull. It said these things are semi-armoured cruisers, but they're more lightly armoured dreadnoughts. And I am not kidding with that statement. I'm most probably not kidding with that statement. Because these have got 10-inch guns on them. Which basically means they're only just one caliber down from the current dreadnoughts in my navy. They go at the same speed. Let's bring him up to 21 knots. Okay, twin funnel, 21 knots. Now here comes the sacrifices. "9-inch main armor, 2-inch top. Twos on the extended belts. 7-inch main belt. Fuel and operational range is an issue. Yeah, we're below the ultimate speed of this hull, so. If we do that though, their efficiency is horrid. Okay. Yeah, the efficiency is absolutely horrid. Replace that 10-inch. I am not gonna sacrificing the swing 10 mounted 10-inch is probably a necessary resort. "21 knots definitely gives this ship a better efficiency. Go with the lesser funnels as well. These ones? Yeah, 2 of those. That's the lightest we're gonna get. We're getting the speed. 2 Nort. 110. $611. Okay, that lessens the make too much more sacrifices here, but ammo count reduced. "10" 30s. No, I don't want to reduce those down to like 10" 30s. By like margins, that's better. So I'm just going to go a single medium 2 funnel. Rear tower 4. Yeah, having that tower is literally the best option we have tower-wise. Scrap the inner belt. 8" there and there. Went electric steering. 652. Yeah, going lighter shells obviously helps. But max HE ratio it. No, doing that doesn't help the situation much. 20 knots. Okay, 20 knots, and then can I push for it? Push up for heavier armored turrets, but I can't. That's just gonna have to be it. This is our proto battle cruiser, essentially. Couldn't get more speed out of it, couldn't get more range. And I had to make I don't really see as acceptable sacrifices, but they'll do until we can refit them for better, with better gear that can lessen their weight. Right, I want 4 of you. Which we can't actually currently produce, and so all 4 of you get suspended temporarily until the ways get refitted. I should have seen the math thing and figured, oh yeah, we can't actually do 4, but now I've laid down 4, we have to build 4 because of the rules of the challenge. Vanuatu? Okay. if they want to join us, then they can go ahead and join us. Join us in being turning the fortunes of China from how they normally go in an Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts campaign. I 100% think that those lightly armoured dreadnoughts I built are going to go the way of the courageous class. Of not be great in their original intended role, but then do well when shifted over to a new role. For those pro dreadnoughts, they'll still be heavy cruiser roles, but maybe they get like their main guns entirely ripped out, down calibered, and then their speed and armour increased to fit more of an actual heavy cruiser role than being essentially lightly armoured dreadnoughts, as that's what they are currently, lightly armoured dreadnoughts. Which, I don't know how I can actually justify their design, but, well, their design's been made, so. Okay, guys from Singtao. You two move out to complete that conquest. The waves will be out in a turn. Four more turns for the newer engine tech. 7 more for those dreadnoughts. The Russians have got dreadnoughts now. Well, once those two small Dreadnought 2 hulls are ships are completed, I will go ahead and do the first actual full-size Dreadnought. Free turns and stuff there. How are we with the rest of the world? We're on the warpath with you, Japan. Now we need to start getting the Port Arthur fleet home. And then we'll get the squadron that's going after those islands there later. Or once those islands there, Tonga is taken. Hey, avocado. You... Question, are you now just purposely waiting to do your dishes until I'm live? Because that's what it seems like. Okay, Britain and Germany are at war. Pickrick to... Well, we have a new colony for the Chinese Empire. Well, that covered. All of you go home. Go home now. Meanwhile, new colony number 2 is being sorted out as we speak. Yeah, that should cover the budget enough to get them back. Right? Funny. Oh yeah, we won the war with Germany, and then we won another war with Austria-Hungary, and we got 2 armoured cruisers off of Germany, by the way, because you've said for me to capture some of them. Yeah, we got 2 armoured cruisers off Germany, and I took the money with Austria-Hungary, because Austria-Hungary, that's just the most inconvenient nation as China to go to war with. Boo, temporary budget. No, I haven't renamed them just yet. They're still under their original names, and I've repicked them like I mentioned, but I purposely kept their original names for now because those 2 have been the only ships to survive 2 fleet massacres. Substantial warships, I should say, because they the original the original fleet, they got very badly damaged by and a couple sunk by your ships, and then afterwards a whole bunch of my ships encountered them, and only those two armoured cruisers got away. Frederick and Odin were both sunk. Right, I just now need to dead set focus on there for at least semi-oil. Because I want semi-oil before I do any more ships, but it's in building any more ships. So, oh god, type. You guys go, ooh, fully that went out, go to limited. And then that fleet is coming home. We're on the warpath against Japan again. Because, yeah, I want another war with Japan. Although this time, I'm not going to try and take over. Actually, taking over Sabisu does seem tempting, especially because then it's one less region that I need to have ships in, because then East Asia, it's entirely mine. Oh, and avocado, in case you didn't already know, if you do see me scrap ships, they are only ships that have been taken from enemy nations, as that rule set I've allowed myself mostly because sometimes you can't refit the captured ones because the AI already discarded the designs. Gun layout. 4 large centerline guns. That's in 7 turns, so what we're going to be holding off on the next battleships until we get there. Get that particular design feature. Once the 2 Dreadnoughts building there are out, I will be doing more refits. Doing more refits and waiting for the lightly armoured Dreadnoughts as well. Okay, ship design. Next in the refit, yeah, Wei had her refit, and her sisters are all refit. Next up's the Y1. The Y1 class, which, I think these guys would benefit a lot from the new turbine technology. I'll just blitz through all 3 of the What the hell? The new turbines are causing more weight? Oh, it's because, yeah, they're on coal, and the new turbines are only really that efficient when they're on thingy thing. They're only a better weight option when you have oil availability, which we don't currently have oil availability, so. But yeah, these guys don't need that extra funnel no more. Better anti-flood and a better rangefinder. Also avocado. We have finally gotten our first destroyer class. I designed them in the last episode. And they are relatively decent ships. I do say so myself. On a naturally aspirated boiler, because we don't need the we're just going to. These things are going to be running picric acid and going to be sort of fire starting ships. Yep, Y23 is considered refit. Oh, come on, game. Thank you. Then we have Y55, which is relatively modern-ish design. Which we actually have the room to give you a better enclosed bridge, unlike on the others. Natural turbine driven engines. Your torpedo tubes get massively updated. Don't even need the dual funnel, so we can lessen our weight that way. Yeah, an extra torpedo tube of bigger size, and then a whole bunch of other stuff added on as well that makes these things a lot better than what they were. Although that is a downgrade, yes, I'd admit. Just that part, the many bulkheads instead of a standard, but other than that, pretty decent little ship. So that is all older, all the older type torpedo boats set to refit. Which is great, because that means then so Y1, 23 and 55 designs originals are gone. Literally plus less than a light cruiser with all the Y1s going in. But then each type is also a bit more easier to distinguish between as well. Y55, boiler efficiency upgrades, 4 turns, and no, more budgetary nightmares. Come on, game, just let me have my budget be good for once. Well, that ain't gonna happen because of course I've got the challenge rules. Challenge rules and regulations say I can't scrap any ships. Well, good news, those Dreadnoughts are out. Our second pair of Dreadnoughts in the more traditional first generation Dreadnought design. Which then means next on our list is our proper second generation Dreadnought, the first full size Dreadnought, but that'll be once we get 4 centerline guns and oil firing, because I want at least semi-oil firing before I do my next new build design. because yeah, semi-oil designs are great and all, because it then means I'm using less weight on the fuel, and so it naturally makes turbines a more viable option. As we just seen with coal, going with the multiple steam expansion is lighter. That is the annoying truth. Oh, come on. We need to get a nation out of this game, out of this campaign entirely. So then there's less shipbuilding stuff that needs to be done. There's only one nation that will have an easier time for the AI to design ships for, and that is Italy. Mostly because I already did a whole bunch of Italian designs and stuff. Yeah, 3 turns there, but that's... oh man. There we go. Well, and there's some of the torpedo boats out. I think of the torpedo boats though, most modern of the older ones that I had to refit would take the longest because they've had to have their old main tower ripped off, the new better one placed in, then the funnels moved forward to adjust for that. And then other stuff involved with that process as well. It just... auxiliary, we got Orcs 1. Okay, and we're in positive enough for me to bring you back up to 70%. And then we're positive enough to bring you most of the way back up. Avocado, do you want me to rename the captured armored cruisers? Because I know you were saying that we should take some armored cruisers. Just in time for that question I asked. Okay, I will show you the names. I'll just let this turn finish, obviously, and Britain and Germany. Oh, that's why turns are taking longer. There's currently wars I'm not involved with going on, and so yeah, it's showing a whole bunch of stuff. With that. Well, I'm already prepping. I've already prepped as much of the Navy as I can for now for the next war I'm expecting. Which, is it any surprise, it's Japan. It's Japan. I want to go for round 2 with Japan and finally take Sabesu. And then if we get Sabesu, do I move on to Honshu or do I go to Hokkaido? No. I'm not going to build any more vessels for you guys. Just yet. Or do I just go for Hokkaido first and foremost and then after Hokkaido is taken, go for other stuff? They don't have lots of stuff. What is Japan's fleet composition currently? Yeah, it seems they don't have their stuff around my areas though. And they are kind of at war with the Americans as well though, so, yeah. New light cruiser hulls in 2 turns. Okay, another turn. And we are finally at a positive budget with 100%. Oh, I forgot to show you those names of the cruisers that we took off Germany. I'll show you them later, but. Load, please, load. Britain are laying down a whole bunch of new cruisers, like Perseus, Medusa, Sirius. Interesting, but this turn finished, please. Please, you annoying game. Don't make me have to force reset you. It's now showing French stuff. They're laying down Fionville class ships. Now the AI does their laydowns and stuff in a realistic way of that members of their classes are laid down over multiple months, whereas we players just like to go mass spam all of them down at the same time. It might be interesting to just have a campaign where we simulate the realism of laying down ships of the classes over, like, let's say, to bring up period, we just start laying down the classes. Interested in doing it that way. Yet relations with Japan have gone down. Preheater and free turns. Looks like we're going to be building those new cruisers. Come on, you stupid thing. Thank you. New light cruisers. Torpedo gyroscope. No. Thank you. Empire of Japan. Put the pressure on them further. Oh, the names are Kaiserin Augusta and Yorick, by the way. Avocado. Right, we got those new light cruisers, so... So yeah, the new hull for light cruisers means new actual light cruisers to build. Sorry, Dreadnought 1, but you're not being built on until we have semi-oil fired boilers. So cruiser 3 and 4, yeah, pretty much the standard stuff. I'm gonna do like cruiser 3 because Cruiser 3 is the better one for future use. And then we're doing my usual gap-toothed approach to building these ships. Okay. It's over by 1 ton. Yeah. Yeah, that bit's alright. Really did push that bit. Okay. Capitalist. No, you're a light cruiser. Advanced. Hydro. Coincident. Hydro, not electric. None. None. Two, two, one. I actually, in this situation, think the gap tube isn't actually the way to go. Just merely because of the slight weight savings I could get by just doing it. By just sliding these as close together as possible. Yeah, we are talking margins, but still the slightly better weight saving is just ooh, 3, 4. Ooh, that's too much of an opportunity to pass up. And Pickrick. Can I go to 9 and be fine? Right. It's only just gonna... Light cruiser completed. York, not Yorick. But I already have a bow gun. I already placed it, didn't I? Don't look at me. It's already designed. We can't change it. Our good news is we can only build 2 of them, so yeah. Still, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm done. I've done bad. Yes. Yes, base palm. Right. You know, avocado, when those things get into battle and I see no bow gun, we it's gonna be it's gonna be like that scene in Monsters Inc. Where the president guy is trying to get coffee, but then almost presses the button to launch all the nuclear missiles because the buttons look similar. And it's like, what idiot designed this thing? You did, sir. Hello there. Yes, that is a lot, especially for China. And the main reason is our torpedo boat number, and also because we are under obligation that we cannot scrap any ship in our navy that was built by our men. We can only scrap foreign ships that we've acquired through legal means of peace treaties. He's a returning. He's actually the most recent follower of the channel. But yes, 224 ships in 1906. Ain't the most I had in 1906, believe it or not. Because off camera one time I tried a torpedo boat only campaign. Was it 666 or something like that? Yes, sinks or serves. Unless you come from a foreign land, then you do get your steel melted down and used in ships that won't actually get scrapped. But we haven't had to invoke that it's a captured enemy vessel. We have to and so it can be scrapped thing yet, because yeah, the two enemy vessels were captured, the designs weren't discarded. It's either this turn or next turn the lightly armoured Dreadnoughts are going to be done. Yeah, I actually do have a challenge here. The campaign ideas is a campaign without destroyers like cruisers or torpedo boats, aka the Microphobia campaign, as Avocado has coined the term for it. That'll be the next campaign though. As China, I don't, and this being the first 1.6 campaign, I'm being cautious. Cautious by only giving myself the no scrapping rule. And it is apparently two turns. This turn and those lightly armoured Dreadnoughts are completed. Glass cannons means they can do a whole bunch of damage but are very, very, very vulnerable. For example, my brand new lightly armoured Dreadnoughts. They're heavy cruisers. They're heavy cruisers, but they've got Dreadnought, slightly like Dreadnought armament, or what we consider Dreadnought armament in this campaign so far. Yes, lightly armoured dreadnoughts with 7-inch main belts. 7-inch main belts, and the 10-inch turrets are only protected by 8 inches thick armour steel. And most of the armour has 2 or 1 as the first number. Japan. We hate you. Glad we got that out of the way. We're now all on the same footing. You know what? No, I'm only going to send the guys out once war actually starts. And I'm still waiting for that new for oil before I do any. Outside of those 2 light cruisers with no forward gun, I'm waiting till we have at least semi-oil before doing more ships. Well, in the current battle fleet situation, they're actually more filling of the role of battle cruisers. So yeah, they're essentially like proto battle cruisers. Like, yeah, they honestly fill out the role that I began using a lot in Rule Waves. Like I said, the proto battle cruisers. Okay, time to send out the fleets. Visual love, wearing box of gloves, singing hearts, flowers. Oh yeah, Avocado, your fleet is has now been backed up by a Dreadnought. I think most of the fleets are either backed up by a Dreadnought or have a ship that has been very recently upgraded. Okay, Japanese fleet is currently where? Empire of Japan. Don't even know where, but yep, we're going to begin the invasion of that place, take it, and then I don't know where we go from there. If we go Hokkaido, if we go Honshu, if we go that place, I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is remaining positive budget. Go there for now. Naval invasion begins. And we are bankrupt already. You said the costs were in manageable for one turn situations. Not that. Oh my god. Right, we need to lessen our weight somewhere. Our financial weight somewhere, and that will happen via, I think, most likely, first off, cancelling the the remaining dock expansions. That seems like the way to go. Oh, I forgot we had an entire another fleet here. Going out. Going out and join in on the fun. Is it advanced destroyer funnels, then semi-oil? Please be semi-oil. That obsoletes the hybrid light cruiser. I'm moving you guys into the same tile because, basically because of budgetary constraints. Actually thinking about it, you don't need the transport cap up right now. Japan aren't actually dealing any meaningful damage to our transport capacity. Well, any damage at all, to that matter, whilst we're definitely damaging theirs. Their fleet is somewhere in the mystery lands of I don't know where. Although there's two convoy battles, so they've got something in the area. Something in the area, I don't know what, I don't know where, all I know it's something. I don't even know how many. It's just something, and that's something. Well, yeah. Some of the older. That's one of the newer Avocado and Fallen. I'm just going to refer you as Fallen because I can't even pronounce that last bit. You're about to see the lightly armoured Dreadnoughts in action, which are the first Dreadnought type ships of mine to see service. Okay. See how many guns we have. Dreadnoughts. How do you like them? I'll get to it, okay? That wasn't good. faster than all the Japanese ships here. Unless they combine all their engine power into one ship and then all their speeds combined because of that. Can you put anything in? I could wait. These things already barely fit within the weight allowances. And just look at their arms. The most heavily armed main turret has 8 inches of armor. They're at 7.5, 2.2, 2.11, 2.2. Most of our armour is just splinter creeping. Okay, and how come I need to make 10-inch shots? Let's slightly increase our accuracy, especially as now we got bloody damage on accuracy issues. I am not designing any ships until the first oil-fired boilers. No, usually the semi-armoured cruiser 4 hull, which that hull is usually one that stays until you get modern cruisers. Or at least I'm going from my Italian experience, which the Italians have the same hull, so... But then the Italians as well, they get an upgraded version of the same hull as well, so... Sunk 2 for light damage to 1. This one I'm not going to fight. Naval invasion chance, 100%. That's what we like to see. And that's what we want to keep seeing. Okay, so repairing 3 destroyers, updating relations, no current missions. Oh, there is strike, convoy, ambush. I'm going to up my research budget before I do any of the battles that aren't forced upon me. But also, at least we're 1 or 2 techs away from oil, and we're nowhere near the techs on cruisers anyway to losing that hull. No. I don't fight these types of battles, so 3 or 6. 6 turns away from obsoleting hybrid light. Okay, so some destroyers come off repairs. Unfortunately, we cannot get rid of those light cruisers because in this budgetary situation I would normally have gotten rid of them. But we can't because of the challenge rules. Hey Midnight, welcome to the stream. What have you done that you're innocent of? Definitely 100% innocent of. So, within these next 2 turns, we're going to have the area of Sebasu under our control. Where do you guys think I should go on next? Should I go and take Hokkaido? Should I take sort of the island, like Matsuyama? Or should I go Honshu? Whereabouts should I go? Because we're at war with Japan. We are in very good relations with the Americans, mostly because the Americans are already at war with Japan, but that's a whole other story. But no, we cannot go and take Alaska yet. because we have no way to currently, well, we have no reason to currently go and fight the Americans. No, as in, like, which place should we invade next that Japan controls? Hokkaido Island, North and South Hokkaido, Honshu, North and South, or Matsuyama's place. Right now the Americans are on my side, and so I'm not going to try and anger a nation who's on my side. 2 more turns on that invasion there. I shouldn't have done it that way, but it gave the same results anyway. Yeah, let's do it. We are going to okay, Hokkaido. Hokkaido it is. Okay, destroyers. You guys are also to go for the Heisen. And right now, you're not to use your torpedoes though. Hold off on torpedo usage until close distance. Transports are unarmed, so they are, in the grand scheme of this charge, not aggressive, just fire, fire, fire. She's gone. Yes. And all that took was a singular damaged destroyer who is already taking in operations. Oh, it's already taken up the retreat procedures. Cruising it over here. Valhalla, deliverance, why do you ever forgotten me? Sorry, I saw someone said Valhalla and being a blind guardian. second. Continue the deck to the transports. We haven't got uranium. Uranium doesn't exist in this game's reality. They're gone. Battle ends. Victory is ours. And for once we had a torpedo charge that no one of my side died. We only just had that poor useless Japanese battleship get killed. Yeah, some men did die, but we didn't lose the ship. And that's the most important part. We didn't lose the ship. No, this is too early for peace, Japan. If you wanted peace, you should have never gone to war with us so quickly. Once through boilers. 5 turns. Come on though, give me the bloody oil. I might just have to scrap what I said about waiting for oil at this rate and just go and build our full-size Dreadnought. At this rate. If you want peace, you should have not gone to war with us. Because, yeah, you lost another one of your home islands to me. We've changed reality because, in reality, they would have already, we wouldn't be at war with them currently. We would be different China entirely, and Formosa and Pengu would be under Japanese rule. We're going to withdraw from that fight. This one, I don't fight these. Yeah, that's a victory for Japan. Slight betterment for me though. I've got less torpedo boats to deal with. Yes! Yes, thank you, Japan. And then this turn they lose one of their placements. And then we move on. We move on to more places. Probably not bigger and better, but more places. Success. We gain control. I don't do torpedo boat engagements. So. Okay, so. You guys voted it's Hokkaido next. And so we are going to go through. We're going to go for North Hokkaido first. Oh yeah. Roll is, priority is low. Just so then they don't get sent back for any minor scrapes. Yeah, we move up to North Hokkaido unless a situation appears up that means we need to defend our newest gain. And that would be land invasion from, I think, South Honshu. If so, yeah, we just go and screw Subtlety and take their capital city. Yeah, their rate does go down, but they still keep the ships that were already constructing. One thing I do wish they did was, if you took over a province of theirs, any ships they had in that province, you had a chance of actually taking them. Kind of like Japan did with like the ships in Port Arthur and stuff like that. As well as also the potential of, oh, insert ship under construction was being constructed here and is now under our control. Do you want to continue it? Redesign? Yes, and like, do you want to redesign it with the continuing? Yes, and then you go into the design screen to redesign it. Like something like that would be great, because then you add ships to your fleets regardless, because you got the ships they had in the ports that you were invading. As well as also you get new build ships that But one thing you do get though is that you actually increase their costs for their ships the more provinces you take, because they have to deal with they would have to deal with fitting all their ships, even the ones they're building, into less ports, which, if you over capacity a port, you're paying more for that, you're paying more to obviously dock your ships in no capacity ports. But also as well, they have less GDP. because each of your provinces you have contributes to your GDP, and the more provinces you lose, the less your GDP is going to get from them. I've now set up the sacrificial torpedo squad, which is these 5 torpedo boats over here. They are the sacrificial torpedo squad. Their job is to go in and most probably not ever come out. Strange. Okay, so that's operationally on paper. That's an on paper worse ship than the one we initially sank. You have done your duty and you actually live. Y20. desired result from that. Hello there, Wally on Tire, welcome to the stream. We are just, right now, fighting the Captain's Squadron, where the official torpedo boat squadron is come and gone. Two of them did less than did, and none of them did anything. The two of them fired torpedoes, those that didn't even get to fire their torpedoes because, well, for some reason they torpedoes actually do damage. Nah, let's not fire them. How's that? Shishina. So top range 800 meters. What that do? Singular Dreadnought. All my other stuff here are not Dreadnoughts. The Tsushima is not going to make it out of this one alive. The other like music sister I've just seen them classes. No. The other one might make it, but Tsushima is definitely not making it. And more than usual, Avocado, more than usual. And then, after this, having been then, I've got to start laying up myself. Show is... Ooh, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. Hosho's gone. Get that cruiser, get that cruiser, get that. I want every gun on pistol. Every 5.3, every 4, and every 11, possibly. Yeah, it's 11's there, 11's there, and yeah. Ammo dead. Starboard, starboard, go starboard. You don't want to be in torque. You don't want to be in range of his torpedoes. Flash fire. Screenshot of the flash fire and the actual turret itself. 12. There we go. Continue. Sinking. Battle ends. We won. Yes, we did lose. this type of torpedo boat, and well, those things are going to get a paint upgrade. Not really. I've never really paid attention. Yeah, Avocado joins almost every single stream I have. So much so he's the only mod that I have. Or I think he's the only one. I don't know if I unmodded Renegade after he hadn't appeared up for... I am not doing that refight. Okay, you guys join up here immediately, and naval invasion of North Hokkaido begins immediately. I'm not going to cover any of that. Move on. One thing I have noticed though is that with DIP since the update, it's been more difficult to fit in decent ships with weights available. If you get my meaning, it's like things are heavier, is what I found. Oh, I'm going to need to reduce my costs somewhere for this next turn. France. Oh man, right. I think we need to... This is being, we need to just take Northern Hokkaido and then just peace out with Japan. That is my... I don't do those types of battles, and I'm not going to find that. But yeah, take Hokkaido, peace out with Japan, and then immediately go for like Tonkin, Fort Bayard, and stuff like that, because the French are going to be... Okay, that one didn't go so bad. Right, yeah. Oh, expenses too high for bankruptcy. Yeah. 2 turns for the 1-3 boiler, and then we'll get oil soon. But yes, I am going bankrupt, and yeah, the loading times, they're the same. I found they've been the same since the update. That's a thing that's not changed. Convoys, naval strikes and stuff like that. is it let's pick on China you? Okay. Okay, so, oh, we're the ones doing invasions from land. I don't think that is going to go so well for us, considering the fact that we don't have the better army logi, but any invasion we are concluding on land is one less invasion that the enemy will conclude on land. We'll do on land and stuff, safe stuff. Yeah, I've been hearing about a lot of the situations going on about it. Personally, that's why I've gone to dip. I went with dip with the last update, and since getting dip, I have not looked back. I've never, really, I can't go back, because I've had too many campaigns on dip that I've gotten used to it, but dip has just 100% made the game a lot better. And we've got a new conquest to go and take. Conquest. We're gonna need more ships as well, because we're gonna take Thailand, and then we will be going after French stuff. Yeah. Oh hell, we're actually doing relatively well in these land invasions. We do have Northern Hokkaido, but I'm piecing out with Japan because of how many nations we have now gone to war with. That, it just seems logical that we lessen the amount of strain on my navy by declaring peace and sorting out our other more pressing matters than actually going and continuing on with Japan. I've just had logistics be damned in the first place. I'll take the money. I'm just gonna take the money. We're at war with Italy now as well, so yeah, I guess. Oh, come on, you couldn't get to Bangkok in a turn. One night in Bangkok makes the heart man humble. Not much between despair and ecstasy. You'll find a garden golden. Sorry. In dip, your growth gets massively impeded the longer you're in war. I will say that with absolute certainty, because Monroe himself, who's the guy who made the mod, said it himself. You get loads of stuff happen, and yeah, we're going to actually go ahead and do a Dreadnought, do a full-size Dreadnought now. We've gone are the days of smaller types. We now go all in with the new, with a new Dreadnought. The new full-size Dreadnought with I will have to move that, I know. Move you back. We're gonna go 13-inch mains here because 13 inches of caliber I am well familiar with. Although I do like using the 14s a lot, because in the British campaign we were using 14s from essentially the very start of the Dreadnought era. Believe it or not. Okay. And casemates are going to be the 5.3s that we have been introducing into the campaign. To you know what? Let's just bunch up our citadel as much as we can. We're in sort of the situation anyway where with how much weight things are, we have to, annoyingly, because we don't have oil right now, the steam expansion is better for us than the turbines, which I hate because I love using turbines, but yeah, we're in that situation right now. And it's going to have to be another stream because of time. Coinso advanced. Okay, 13.5-inch main belt with 4s on the extendeds. 2-inch all deck, 2-inch superstructure, and 6-inch conning tower because what conning tower? 2, 1, 14, 14, 2. We're in the era where turret tops are not that major of a concern right now, so that's why I'm not doing turret tops that great. Yeah, thank you for the follow, by the way, and yeah, I just found it's better to have the open chat because then any viewer can pretty much give any opinion they want of ship design and stuff. But also as well, then people can get a feel for what sort of my community here is like before then following, instead of and see if like they can fit in with the guys of the community instead of having to follow and then find out that yeah, they don't really like the community here and want to leave. Okay. Many bulkheads. And could I go 20? No, 20 is unattainable. Well, it is attainable. Just 21, 20, yes, 21. Okay, that is our Dreadnought there done, and that is the end of the stream. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all again. And on that, Sun Service going silent.